Where are you going to be? You have any gigs coming up?
Yeah, I do. I got a fucking Foxwoods, June 27th, 28th, 29th. I'm doing a You Know What, Dude podcast show.
Okay.
Me and Kelly Festuca and Louis J. Gomez are doing the show that weekend. So
that's a comedy show, though, right? Not a live podcast.
No, we're doing. We might be doing a live podcast too.
Oh, that's cool.
During after one of the shows. So.
Oh, but it's comedy and then also
it's mainly the show.
Gotcha.
And then I'm doing Just for Laughs. I'm doing the Nasty Show with fucking Big J, and I don't know, a bunch of other people. But I'm doing that. And I'm doing the whole week up there. I'm doing like a shitload of shows.
We're gonna be up there. Are you gonna be up there with us?
I'm up there for 2 weeks.
When are we up there?
We'll be there.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't know. We're broadcasting.
We haven't announced it yet.
Oh
shit.
Oh, whatever.
Oh. Well, and then
Bob will be there.
I got I'm definitely gonna be up there. I'm up there for 2 weeks. I'm up the whole time. I love Just for Laughs. It's like camp. It's like comedy camp.
Yeah, it is. I like it if the accommodations. I refuse to stay in that main hotel. I'll literally I'll sleep outside before I'll sleep in that hotel.
In the Hyatt?
Never.
Why?
Just won't do it. And don't like it. Won't stay there.
Yeah, but everybody stays there.
Good for them. Enjoy. I'll stay down the street. You guys enjoy.
It's not a bad hotel.
It stinks. I fucking hate it.
Why?
Will not stay there.
They have room service?
Not 24 hours, they don't. And they didn't last time I was up there because it was a fucking strike. So they had no room service, and no one even told us. I went ballistic in the hotel when I got there.
It was an hour ago that he was saying if it wasn't for Jim Florentine, he'd probably still live with his parents.
Yeah.
And now I refuse to stay in that hotel.
24-hour room service.
I'm under no illusions. I'm a cunt. But the problem is, it's not even out of being spoiled. It's because I'll eat bad if I eat.
Yeah.
But if you get 24-hour room service, you can order a salad with a little grilled chicken and at least have a manageable fucking meal.
Yeah, if you have a lot of money in the bank. If you're on a budget, you can't.
Well, but you have a baby and a wife.
I'm kidding.
You have different stuff. Like, I'm lucky I don't have those expenses, so I can indulge.
I was kidding.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, legitimately.
You can afford a chicken salad?
I can get a chicken salad. I can do it. But last time we were there, we had a blast.
Oh, yeah, last time I checked in, I was doing Bob Saget's show. He was doing and I was doing a gala or whatever I was doing. So, and I love Bob Saget. And so I get up there and I realize I'm in this hotel with no room service, and they want me to go on last and close the show. And I'm like, it was a live thing on Comedy Central, the Canadian comedy show. I'm like, no, I don't want to close the fucking show. I don't have closed the show's self-esteem. That's why I admire Patrice. I wish I had his self-worth.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Well, you know what I'm saying. For that,
He'd go up and bomb and laugh. I'm bombing fucking you dumb Canadians. You want to actually do good.
Yeah.
I have the same thing. I've never done a gala. And if people don't know, they're called galas. Yeah. They have regular shows that you do that are really fun. There's no pressure really. It's just a regular crowd. But the gala is like filming a TV show, like a Comedy Central special for Canadian TV, and the lights are up for filming. It's a lot of rich people. I've never done well on a gala. Never.
I've only done one gala. They've invited me one time, and I did okay.
I don't think they give a shit, though. I think they like you, and they don't. They get it. They get that it's not the. Killed Bob Marley, annihilated on the gala. I went out and did, and I swear to God, I thought I was going to kill it, and I just did mediocre. And
Same thing.
2 minutes in, you're like, they're fucking done. I'm just nobody's really laughing where they're supposed to.
Yeah, I did well, and then none of us did great. We all did okay, and I was next to last, and John Panette closed the show. And I've talked about it before. That fucker went up and just hammered. Yeah. John Panette's really funny, and they love him up there. He's done probably 20 galas, but he was legitimately funny. It wasn't just we like this guy. He did a bit about gluten. He closed on a bit about gluten.
This is funny.
I'm like, who the fuck does that? But he was talking about just being depressed because everything has gluten in it. He's like, you know what doesn't have gluten? Bullets. He fucking really made me laugh. He's a funny fuck.
He is funny, man. He's very funny. They always put the big guy at the end. The person they know who's going to annihilate on a gala is always at the end.
They have to be.
Yeah. I did one up there. I think Kevin Hart. They were telling me not to swear and don't say this. And it's like, oh, fuck me.
Did Kevin close it?
Kevin went up and he swore. He talked about baby shit and he said fuck. And I went to the lady.
Kill?
I go, why can he say that? He goes, he just says it. It's kind of cute the way he says it. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, do what you want. Who cares what they say?
Yeah, he killed. Of course he killed. The galas are fun. I mean, whatever. As long as you don't know, you're not going to fucking kill.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own hour show up there too. I got 2 of those.
Cool.
The first time they gave me one. They're whatever. It's not like I'm doing my own fucking special up there, but they give you like a small venue and you get to do an hour, which is great. And I'm doing the podcast up there. You're going to be on it, right? Colin's on it.
It depends on if I'm there, I'll do it. Sure.
Yeah, it's in the hotel. They give me a table and we do the show.
He doesn't go in that hotel.
I don't. No, I think we're broadcasting from whatever it is.
You can't
Bobby.
go in the hotel.
I just broadcast.
He refuses.
Yeah,
I just broadcast. But no, it'll be fun up there. We're going up there for, I don't know how long we're going to be there for, but 2 days. And I do enjoy Montreal. Like without pressure. Like the gala was pressure and not fun.
Yeah, it's pressure.
But I don't want to be a douche. I'm weird with that festival because for years they gave me nothing. And then now they're really nice to me, so I can't hold that against.
Yeah,
they treat me well.
Me neither, dude. They gave me shit for years, but once you're in, once Bruce and Robbie and Suzanne, once they know you, you just in. Every couple of years you go in. I've had the best. So last time I was up there with you, I was up there with Louis the time before, Louis and DePaulo. You've done the Nasty Show, right?
A few times, yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do. You're up there for a week.
I don't, it's funny. Geraldo hosted last time I did it. I forget who else it was. I had to close it. I don't remember. There was a black girl on before me. I know. I feel terrible saying that because she's a friend of mine. I just can't. I'm blanking right now. But I forget who was on before that. I don't even remember who else was on the show. I've done it with DePaulo, Alan Havey, and fucking Mike Wilmont.
I did it with Attell, CK, and DePaulo.
That's a fucking great show. Wow.
And Jim Jeffries.
Wow.
And that's when I first met Jim.
That's a great show.
It was
Who closed it?
Louis. Louis closed it. Jim went up first. I think I went up second, or we vice versa. Oh, something like that. DePaulo hosted.
Okay.
It was I think Attell went up last, or they switched, or something like that. It was fucking crazy. I mean,
that's a great lineup.
Yeah, it was crazy. So that's my favorite show up there to do.
I enjoy it, but the schedule stinks, and it just becomes this routine, this thing you're doing obsessively every night. So
yeah, but the thing that's cool is nobody's there yet, so it's kind of just you and a couple comedians and a little industry. So you I like I said, I like going around the city and hanging out, and it's kind of like you guys are the kings of the festival for that week, and then people start trickling in the next week.
But it doesn't. That's why I don't like it, because it doesn't mean anything. So I'm just doing a bunch of dirty jokes in front of sold out crowds for average money. But I mean, that's how I look at it. It's fun, but
but you're with your friends.
I'd rather just do the Cellar in New York.
Really?
Much, but because I can work on other stuff. But whatever. I enjoy the Nasty Show, and I've done it before, and I'll probably wind up doing it again because it is.
We should
fun.
come up with a show.
We have one already.
Yeah, we should come up with we should do a virus show next year.
Well,
that would be fucking. They would do that in a second.
Maybe. Well, we'll see how it goes this year.
Yeah, and they'd give you a big venue up there. That'd be a blast. Voss, Keith, get everybody. It's too bad we didn't do a Patrice fucking show this year. Because Colin's going to be up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Montreal. And you should do. I'm excited to do the hour show. Those are fun.
I would do it.
Because last time they did it in the training club.
Oh, really?
Like, there's a training club across the street from Club Soda.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and all the girls become waitresses for your show that week.
GURLS, yes.
And you get to meet them.
Were they nice?
I don't know.
I would like to do that and spend some time. Montreal's a fun place, but I think it's an overrated city.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sex-wise?
Please.
Really?
Ooh, go to the strip club in Canada.
No.
Fuck off.
No. The strip clubs are bullshit.
Yeah, the sex scene's overrated.
The massage.
Dude, I'm
actually fucking raising my eyebrow to you.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
New York's the best for that. I'm sure there's other places. I have no desire to go to fucking Thailand and get a finger in my ass. It just does nothing for me. I want to be here with a bunch of jaded New York whores. I have an announcement too. I have to make it because I tweeted it like a fucking dummy. I thought tickets were on sale today. They go on sale next Friday. The Antisocial show that I'm doing with it's Saturday, July 20th with Amy Schumer, Dave Attell, and Artie Lang. It's in the Sands Casino in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It's sold out. So we are doing a 10 p.m. show. Wow. This one will probably sell out as well. And tickets go on sale next Friday. But this one actually sold out fairly fast. So this
you need a host for it? I need money.
I'm hosting it.
Oh, shit.
I host it. It's the greatest gig. I host it. I think it's, I don't know who I'm going to, either Amy or Tell and then Artie. It's a very fun show. We all do like 20 minutes, and then we come out at the end together.
It's a killer show.
And we improv for fucking like 10, 15 minutes. And
you guys do improv?
We just talk on stage together. No, not scene-wise.
Give me an object, an object.
Okay, how about this? You're a radio guy, I'm a radio guy, you have a big hit, and you're a fucking ex-drinker.
Give me 4 things you hate besides us. Oh, hey.
See, but the improv will be good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
No, we just talk to the audience, and it's fun.
Like a Q&A.
Attell is a master at those things. Dave is the master at fucking just riffing and being funny.
Yeah.
But it was funny. He's fun to do that with, too. Like, me and him did shows in Vegas together. It was a David Copperfield's thing. Comedy Central had some thing where Amy did one show, Jeselnik did another, and then Dave and I did one. And it was fun, man. Like, I go on first. I won't follow him. Because Attell is too rapid fire. Like, and it's like, and it's funny rapid fire. And it's like a laugh. It's like it's like an assault. But it's a brilliant assault and a funny assault.
Right.
So it's like you can't even, when Attell's on and you hear the audience fucking roaring.
Yeah, but you gotta stop doing that too. But you gotta give yourself some credit because you're developing a fucking weird habit. Like it's almost like you're developing I can't follow.
I know.
You're a fucking killer, dude.
I feel terribly unfunny around the comedians.
Yeah,
I like doing my own show, and I'm comfortable doing my own hour, and I'm comfortable fucking having. I don't like when I'm on the road. I don't give a fuck who opens for me. I never care as long as they're not stepping on my like what I'm talking about. I don't care how funny they are. It means nothing. But when I'm working with other guys in my class or around, I'm like, I always get this thing where I can't follow them. I suck. It's just this silly thing I get.
I mean, I understand it. I definitely understand it, but that's in your head too because you can definitely follow anybody. You have the Virus show. You went up at the end of that. That was crazy.
I did close the one after Bill Burr got booed in Philly. That one, I had to go on after that. But again,
was a tough one.
Yeah, but that was wound up being a great show. But part of it worked in my favor because Bill's such a solid act. And he had such an unfair experience with them that going on after, here's why Bill got booed that day. Because we were on terrestrial and XM, and the terrestrial audience didn't know Bill yet. They had just kind of started listening, and Bill hadn't been around. He was in L.A. The XM audience knew him and loved him, and that terrestrial audience just hadn't gotten to know him yet. So they're like, who is this guy? But, had that been a year later, Bill would have murdered.
But Bill also, I love it that Bill didn't cater to that crowd.
Right.
He actually, I'm not going out there and fucking rah-rah. I'm just doing what I do.
Yeah.
And Bill's jokes, if you listen to Bill, it takes a couple minutes. You have to listen. It's almost like, the fuck is, and then all of a sudden, he's killing. Like, he gets into the meat of it, and he's just annihilating. The setup is kind of, it takes a minute. And in front of 12,000 people who've been tailgating for 4 hours, they don't have the attention span. They want, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's do this.
But right now, they would wait. Because they all know Bill. Yeah. And they know
his style.
That would never happen again.
Yeah.
But that was one reason that happened. But yeah, those shows were different because I feel like it was an Opie and Anthony audience. And
yeah, but that's the show you're getting on these big shows too, though, right?
I guess. Yeah, a lot of O&A fans, sure.
Well, I mean, look, man, it's interesting that you host the show. That's a pretty cool thing that you go up first and then.
Well, Antisocial, I like hosting. I actually like doing that. And I'm a decent host. I move it along. I'm comfortable doing that. And I don't mind, we're all doing 20 minutes. And
what a gig.
Artie's amazing, dude. When Artie Lang goes on last, and Artie doesn't, there's certain guys I'm sure he doesn't want to follow, but he never panics, dude. Like, you'll never see Artie Lang fucking panic. It's really interesting to watch. Like, if he gets nervous, he doesn't show it. He'll be in the back right before he goes on. He's all unshaven, fucking with his jacket on, his members-only jacket. He's yapping. Yeah, fucking Eagles. He's on stage. Like, he's completely himself on stage. I really admire the fact that he just doesn't give a fuck. I mean, he cares about his performance, but he doesn't ever panic or go, all right, I gotta breathe. You know, Artie could literally be fucking baby wiping his asshole and have his walk-on music play and then just walk on stage and kill. He's really, really interesting how he does not get afraid.
Yeah, I did a show with him and Florentine and Stuttering John, those shows back in the day.
I did those too.
And I remember, everybody went up and killed. Florentine killed. I killed. It was just like, what? And he went up late, and he just walked out, didn't give a fuck, had him in 2 seconds, and just stepped on their necks the whole time. By the end of it, he was fucking trashed. That was when they used to just bring shots up during his set and throw candy bars at him for some reason. Remember that?
No, I didn't do it with Artie. When I did it, was with Modi and Stuttering John and someone else.
Modi.
Melrose, Larry Green, all these Howard guys were there. I've always had good success in front of Howard audiences. They haven't given me any shit. Like, I've always had a good, like when I've done those shows with Artie, when we would, especially when there was much more his audience than mine, it was never bad. Stern fans were never bad to me, so.
Right.
I don't know why.
Why would they be?
Because there was that whole weird thing with the two shows.
Yeah.
That's the past.
Absolutely.
We're all Americans.
Yeah, it is in the past, but it's still, you get the hardcores that are very, most people don't give a fuck. They'll flip back and forth. They'll listen to us in the morning and Howard in the afternoon or vice versa.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Travis? Were you going to say anything?
No.
Oh, you just breathed. I thought you were going to say something.
I listen to Howard.
Movie.
What?
Get out!
Yeah.
No,
Wait a second. I listen just to make sure he's not stepping on what you guys are talking about.
Fair enough, Bob.
He's not stealing bits.
Fair enough. It's always interesting when we can't get somebody in because they're doing Howard. And I understand that Stern wants them to do.
I can't wait for that day.
Neither can we, believe me.
No.
But it's like a lot of big guests, or guests that he gets. The rule is, or the unwritten rule is that, like, hey, can you just not do Opie and Anthony the day before? Not do Opie. Just don't do them the day before because they want to feel like Howard gets them first. And that doesn't even bother me because the guy makes fucking $80 million a year. And when you're negotiating, you want to go, look, this is what I bring to the table. I get these so it's like, whatever. We had Scott Thornton Thorson yesterday.
And those videos are online, by the way.
They are online.
Yeah, you can get them. They're on. You just look them up on YouTube.
We've been getting good play on Radar Online. Has been very good to the show lately. They've been like quoting the show, and it's kind of nice. I guess they listen. But there's the Scott Thorson. He was the guy from Matt Damon played in Behind the Candelabra.
Yeah,
and we had like 45 minutes with him yesterday, and he was really good. And some people were like, he was full of shit. Look, if he exaggerated a thing or two, maybe. But there's too much documented for all that to be bullshit.
A drama queen exaggerating? Ooh.
Yeah, but exactly.
Really?
But I mean, he really was. He said that he never fucked Liberace. That was a mistake. Which I don't believe, and I don't believe that he never kissed him. But he said Lee would just suck his cock. And I asked him how big was his dick, and he put his fingers on the microphone like he had a huge dick. He said,
really,
but it was lumpy because he would get silicone injected into it. And he said he didn't like suck. He didn't suck it because he said it was uncircumcised, which was gross. Because he couldn't get the skin all the way over the head. It was really funny to hear him talking about that. And I think didn't he say Michael Jackson used to fuck him in the ass?
Yeah, he said Michael Jackson was on top.
Michael was a top with a small dick. That was what he said.
He said that, yeah.
And he said that the family has not sued him for all the, they were going to at one point, but he took 2 lie detector tests and passed. And Michael wouldn't take one. So the Jacksons might have backed off of that. I mean, that's according to Scott Thorson.
So wait a minute,
I think
Did he fuck Mike?
He said Michael Jackson fucked him.
He never fucked Mike.
No, I think he said Michael fucked him.
Did Mike suck his cock?
You know what? We didn't get into that because we had so much to talk about because he was involved in those John Holmes Wonderland murders.
Yeah.
He really had a lot of fucking...
Would you let Michael Jackson suck your cock?
Yeah.
For the story?
Sure, just why not?
Oh.
Yeah, because the worst that can happen...
Yeah, I think you got to.
You have to.
Yeah.
Out of obligation for the radio show. I would do that purely for the show. I'd let Mike suck my dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, purely for the radio show.
Just to look down and take a nice Vine video.
Yeah, and I wouldn't film him.
Guys,
secretly.
guess what I'm doing?
That's creepily. I'd be like, hey,
and just go.
I would go normal, hilarious.
You don't think Scott was at all full of shit?
No, he might have been. He might have exaggerated.
Yeah.
But there's so much stuff that you know is true.
I mean, some of it was obviously true. A lot of it was obviously true.